From Hollywood, it's time for the all-new Queen for a Day. The Cinderella Show, starring the new king of Queen for a Day, Dick Curtis.
I think what we better do is just stop here while I'm even, right? Hey, we haven't been on the show, doing the show too much. We haven't been on very long, and already the mail has really been pouring in. This letter poured in yesterday, and it's from people who ask us questions like this lady from Portland, Oregon. Her name is Carla Hammer, and she'd like to be reunited with her sister, who she hasn't seen in 12 years, and she lives in Kansas City, and Carla lives in Portland, and she wants to know, how can she be a candidate on our show? Well, anybody who is watching our show can become candidate on Queen for a Day. What you do is, if you don't live in the Los Angeles area, then by all means get in contact with us out here and let us know when you're going to be in the Los Angeles area, thereby becoming eligible to be a candidate on Queen for a Day because you're of the proximity of our office. You are here or there without. What did I say? Did you understand all that? If you're going to be in town, let us know in advance. Send us a letter and tell us when, and we would be glad to consider you for a candidate. Or if you just want to visit the show, send a letter to Queen for a Day, Post Office Box 75, Hollywood, California, 90028. That's Queen for a Day, Post Office Box 75, Hollywood, California, 90028. Do it wherever you live. We'd like to see you here, okay? And now let's meet candidate number 1, Martha May McKee. Hello, Martha.
Hi.
It says Martha May on your card, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
I like people with two names. It makes it sound down home to me. Does it to you?
Well, not right now.
No, not. It doesn't calm your nerves any, right, Martha
No,
May?
it doesn't.
I'm sorry we don't have any booze here to serve, but can you...
I don't drink.
Well, then just take a deep breath and have at it and tell me what we can do for you if you're elected our queen.
All right, fine. My husband needs helicopter tools to... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
For him to go to Vietnam, Saigon, Vietnam. But he can't go unless he has these tools.
Why would he want to go to Saigon if he's not in the... Is he in the service?
No, he's not. It's overseas employment that they offer.
Oh, I see. And
Man.
is he a specialist in helicopter repair?
Yes, sheet metal repairing.
I see. So he needs the tools to make it to Vietnam.
Yes, that's right.
You have to supply your own tools.
That's right.
Are they very expensive?
Very expensive, and the finance companies won't do it because it's a war zone.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a co-signer, but they still wouldn't accept it because there's too much danger.
I see.
But we have 6 children, and our oldest is 6 and our youngest is 1. And I have brothers and sisters that in the past 7 years that we've been married have lived with me. I had them for 4 months, and then I had my Aunt Rachel's 5 children.
Mm-hmm.
And in other words, we've given most of our lives to everybody else.
You've been kind of running a hotel there is what you've been doing, right?
16, all at one time.
Sounds like it. Where's your husband working now?
He works part-time sometimes. The welfare only allows him 32 hours a week in order for them to help him. And if he should work over 32 hours, they won't help. And he can't make enough to support us.
He can't make enough with his regular job as a helicopter repairman. There is no call for that sort of fellow in
Not
in
here,
this country?
and the pay is $1,600 to $1,800 a month. This is why he wants to go, not because we want to give up a year and a half of our life. It's a necessity right now.
Well, it's a dangerous place to send him, but if you're elected our queen, we'll see to it that he gets the tools to make it to Vietnam. And thank you for coming on the show. Martha McKee. We'll be right back to meet candidate number 2 after these words. Let's have a nice reception for candidate number 2, Diana Medrano. Hello, Diana. Welcome to the show. Let me ask you first, you look like a very young girl. How old are you?
15 and a half.
You're only 15 and a half?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Do you have children?
Yes, I have an 11-week-old baby girl.
That's your first one. That's your pride and joy at the moment,
He
right?
sure is.
Is your husband still with you?
Yes, he is.
And what does he do?
He's not working at the moment.
I see. Well, maybe that's part of the problem. I should ask you about what can we do for you if you're elected our queen?
Well, I'd like a stove. It would help us move out. We've been living with my parents since we've been married, and it's been a big hassle. I mean, you know.
It's very difficult living with parents. You need a stove for what? So that you can move into another place of your own?
We can move into a place of our own.
I see.
I want my baby girl to have her own home, to grow up in her own place.
Yeah.
And
you need a home to raise your child in, right?
I do.
And you don't have it at the moment because you're living with your own parents.
well, we have big hospital bills for my baby girl. And he hasn't been able to pay them. He doesn't have any transportation or work. He's been losing all his jobs.
What does he do?
Well, he was a trainee carpenter, but he lost it from... He couldn't get any right to work, and he lost it.
How old is he?
He's 19.
Well, you're both very young. Is he healthy?
Yes, he is.
And is he a good carpenter?
He is. I've been trying to get work myself, but I can't because of my age.
Are you qualified to do anything?
No, I'm not.
Just
Not
be a
anything.
mama, right?
Right. It's
Well,
real hard.
you want to do a good job on that, and then if you got some spare time, do a little work to help out at home there.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to me that is there less construction now that would keep him unemployed?
No. There's enough, but...
He just can't get. He doesn't have a car.
He doesn't have a car, and we can't pay off the bills. We can't do anything.
A lot of people around the country who are watching it don't realize what that means in Los Angeles. But if you live in the Los Angeles area and you don't have a car, you better work around the corner from your house, right?
Right.
Because it's a long way to the jobs out here. Well, try to put a little sunshine in your life if you're elected our queen. Good luck to you. Diana Medrano. Everyone wins on Queen for a Day. Each of our candidates is treated like royalty. Just take a look at what our runners-up will receive for joining us today.
A special treat for you ladies from Emdeco. A can opener, knife sharpener. Makes cooking a happy thing. Another quality product from Emdeco. Schiaparelli watches, originators of the fabulous Moon Watch, designed in the contemporary styling for the look of youth with the sure touch of quality. Schiaparelli watches. A Ross 2-in-1 bed lamp radio, a powerful solid-state AM radio, and glare-free high-intensity lamp. Ross Electronics, Chicago, Illinois. All these gifts for our 3 runners-up.
Thank you, Carl King, and our lovely ladies in waiting. Will you please welcome candidate number 3, Jody Collins. Jody Collins, I want you to be just as unnervous as you can be, will you?
I sure will
Promise.
try. I'll promise.
Okay. You look like such a bright, happy lady. Have you got a problem?
Well, no, but I have a friend that has a problem.
Well, maybe that's what we can do for you if you're elected queen. What is it?
If I am elected queen, I would like to ask for a hearing aid for a deaf-mute friend of mine.
Would that solve part? He doesn't speak now at all?
No, but the reason why is because she never has had a hearing aid. When she was real small, she came from a very poor home, and they had 10 children. And at the time that she went to school, she had to be sent to a deaf-mute school. Her parents couldn't afford to give her a test for a hearing aid.
Would the hearing aid increase her hearing that much?
I think so, because I've been around her. I met her through my little girl who brought her daughter home, and I didn't know that this little girl's parents were deaf-mutes. Mm-hmm. And I went to their home, and during the 3 years that I've known them, they've taught me a little of their language, and I took a few classes, and I've been able to communicate with them. But when things drop on the floor and the TV's too loud, or the phone rings, or the children cry, it hurts her eardrums.
With the hearing aid on?
No, she doesn't have a hearing
I see.
aid. She's never had one. She's never had a test for one. That's why I feel that she would be able to hear if she
I
did
see.
have one.
Then those noises, those loud noises, would indicate to you that she could hear.
I feel quite certain she would. I take it back. She had a hearing aid when she was 8 years old. Her brother sent away for one in a mail order catalog. It was a very inexpensive one, and it helped her a little bit, but she never had an actual test.
And you feel motivated to help this lady? Why?
Well, because her children, for one thing, she's never heard their voices. She has 4 children, and another reason right now her husband is unemployed. Mm-hmm. And the reason for that's because he wasn't able to pass some examinations on smog device test, and he works on cars.
I see.
And
Well, that's certainly an altruistic effort on your part, and it's a noble one, too. And if you're elected our queen, Jody Collins, we'll see to it that your friend gets a hearing aid.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you for coming on the show. We'll be meeting our fashion expert, Nancy Myers, and seeing the lovely wardrobe our queen will receive right after this brief pause. And now let's meet the lovely lady who will tell us all about the new wardrobe the queen will receive. And here she is, Nancy Myers. Pretty.
You know, one of the newest looks in fashion jewelry today, Dick, is something that every woman really loves to wear, and that is, of course, pearls. But they're really back in fashion now, but it's not just a single strand on a basic black. Wear big, fat, clunky fake pearls like I have on here.
If you walk forward like this, you got enough on, right?
That's right, a little top-heavy. Or strands and strands of tiny seed pearls. And you don't just have to wear them on dressy clothes either, because they're marvelous for color and a little pizzazz on the most casual of pantsuits.
Yeah. Tell us where we're going to go today to look at our fashion.
Well, the wardrobe selected for the woman chosen our queen today arrives in style at the fashionable resort, Hotel Marina del Rey.
Ship ahoy, everyone. Here's Dana, ready to scale any mast in a delightful nautical creation by Tony of California. Her double-breasted sailor dress is crisp red and has a low V-neck handsomely framed by an oversized white collar. So get aboard. Tony has everything going for you. Teammates by Rhodes of California, designed to cheer your team to victory. A feminine blouse with its own ascot tie in lavender crepe is paired with smartly tailored pants in stunning lavender and purple plaids. Whatever the score, you'll be a winner in Separates by Rhodes. 1 and 1 equals 2. It's not the new math, but a great new look from Pixie of California. The mint green lace coat worn over an elegant crepe dress. A great fashion marriage from Pixie of California. Julie Miller adds 1 and 1 for a great costume look. The long gray torso ends in an importantly pleated skirt. Topping it all off in stunning pink and gray herringbone is a smartly belted sleeveless jacket, perfectly paired by Julie Miller. Wildlife likes the many splendid moods of lacy white crochet. Here is a dramatic version. The low scoop dress with wide batwing sleeves is gathered at the waist and rides airily over matching pants. It's by Wildlife.
Oh, that's our queen.
That's right. And one more dress our queen will receive is my outfit by Accent West.
The lovely dress, and your departure will be sad but colorful. Bye, Nancy. Say goodbye to Nancy.
Good luck.
Before meeting candidate number 4, I want to remind you that travel arrangements for Queen for a Day are supplied by the Pontiac Motor Company. The wide-track Pontiac takes the fun of driving seriously. Your fun and luxury will be wide-track Pontiac. Let's meet our 4th and final candidate for today, Romelia Viveros. Senorita. Or is it senora?
Senora.
Ah, then you're married.
Yes, I am.
You have children?
4.
4? You don't look big enough or old enough to have 4 children. How old is the oldest one?
She's 5 years old.
And the youngest?
6 months.
A big handful, all those babies, right?
Yes, it is.
Tell me what we can do for you if you're elected our queen, Romelia.
Well, I would like an automatic washing machine because I have a ringer type right now and it's very old.
A ringer type?
Yes.
I haven't seen a ringer type since when I was a little kid. I tried to put a coin through and got my whole arm stuck in it. Did you ever do that when you were a kid? I bet you everybody did that at one time or other, if you were as dumb as I was when I was a kid. But that's very old-fashioned. Does it run at all?
Yes, but the clothes get stuck in the ringer all the time and I have a lot of trouble pulling them off, and they ruin sometimes.
Is it an electric crank type or an electric kind?
Electric, yes.
But it doesn't do the job.
No, and I'm working right now to help pay off my bills. I had trouble having my last baby. And to save for a car, we have no car right now.
That's difficult. What does your husband do?
He's a machinist.
And it's difficult for him to get to work. How does he make it?
Well, his boss picks him up, and I take the bus to work.
With 4 children. Who takes care of the children when you're gone?
I have a babysitter. One day she comes to my house. Next day I walk down to her house.
That's the old barter system, trade services, right?
Yes.
Sure. Well, that's kind of handy, and it's a lucky thing you have her. And she is lucky to have you, because I'm sure you're a pretty good babysitter yourself, aren't you?
Yes, I hope so.
I think so, and you're doing a wonderful job with an old Ringer-type washing machine with 4 children. That's a real chore, because you have a lot of diapers and things, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do, and I have to come home and cook, and I don't spend very much time with my husband and children, you know.
No.
Washing and then cooking and bathe them for...
The ideal situation then would be to have a nice washer to take care of that problem, and maybe a car for your husband. Well, we can't take care of the car, but maybe we can take care of the washer part of it. And we certainly will if you're elected our Queen, Romelia Viveros. Thank you for coming on the show.
Air transportation provided by the people of American Airlines, who want everyone to enjoy the exciting new Americana service, featured on all transcontinental flights. Fly the American way.
And now let's turn our attention to electing the Queen. Each member of the studio audience will cast his vote with this special ballot, which will be fed into our Queen for a Day computer. The results will be verified by Granite Data Services Corporation, a division of Granite Management Services Incorporated. But before we pass out the ballots, let's take one more look at our candidates. Number 1, Martha May McKee wishes for helicopter repairing tools as her husband is going to work in Vietnam. Number 2, Diana Medrano wishes for a stove so that she can set up housekeeping in her own apartment. Number 3, Jody Collins wishes for a hearing aid for her deaf and mute friend whose husband is also deaf and mute. Number 4, Romelia Viveros wishes for a new washing machine because the old Ringer doesn't do the job. Who will be our new Queen? We'll find out right after this message. Who will be the winner? Number 1? Or number 2? Number 3? Perhaps number 4? Our computer has tabulated all of the ballots and has the number of our winner. It's the magic moment of truth. Who will be our Queen? Who do you out there think it'll be? It's an exciting moment as we discover our winner. Our new Queen is number 3, Jody Collins. Your royal robe, and with this crown, we crown you Queen Judy, Queen for a day. The other 3 candidates have heard what they will receive, and have a seat. Queen Jody, Your Majesty, your reign has officially begun, a day you will long remember. Here are 24 beautiful long-stemmed roses from Carl's Flowers of Hollywood. And now, the doors swing wide to gift we hope will bring you new happiness.
Cooking will be more enjoyable thanks to MDeco, this 19-piece stainless steel waterless cookware set. Taste food for the first time with MDeco. From Lucien Picard, a pair of handsomely designed wristwatches with precision-made, accurate Swiss movements. A distinguished name in watchmaking, Lucien Picard. Now you can enjoy a new dimension in music with the exciting new MDeco 15-transistor AM, FM, and shortwave solid-state portable from MDeco. Also from MDeco, a table and portable sewing machine that almost thinks for itself. Another quality product of MDeco. Every woman appreciates new bedding, so from Cotton Council, sheets, pillowcases, and blankets made of 100% comfortable, carefree cotton. The fiber you can trust. Colorful and rugged for long-lasting dependability and beauty. And to go with them, Queen Jody, you will have this King Coil Posture Mattress featuring a unique honeycomb spring arrangement that gives you maximum support, maximum comfort. Close your eyes and leave the rest to King Coil. And for your kind generosity from MDeco, for your family, this complete camera kit. A Super 8 movie camera with cartridge load, automatic eye, and reflex zoom lens. A Super Dual 8 projector with film trimmer and self-threader. Also, a radiant even glow projection screen. More quality products from MDeco. New elegance for you from Michael C. Fina of New York. A 7-piece Elizabeth design silver-plated tea service includes 15-cup coffee urn and a 10-cup teapot from Michael C. Fina, silversmith. To help make your meals more appealing, 2 cases of Ready Whip. Every can gives you enough whipped cream for 3 pies. It's real farm-fresh whipped cream, only 14 calories per tablespoon. And to keep your Ready Whip cool and handy, Queen Jody, from the famous Tappan full line of kitchen appliances, this sensational new combination over-under refrigerator freezer. It's a joy to own and use. Best of all, it's from Tappan, leader in quality kitchen appliances since 1881.
All of those wonderful prizes, Queen Jody Collins. And your special wish, Queen Judy Collins, your wish for a hearing aid through the Magic of Hearing Aid Center of Los Angeles, your wish has been granted. We will present her with a hearing aid. And as a lasting memento of your reign as queen for a day, DeLuca Jewelers of Los Angeles have made a jewel replica of your crown so that everyone will know that you once ruled as queen for a day. Congratulations, Queen Jody Collins. What do you think your friend will say when she hears that she's getting a hearing aid?
Oh, I know she's going to be so pleased.
Did you say she's here tonight?
Yes, she is. I can see tears down her cheeks right now.
As much as you are?
I'm sure she is.
I'm glad for your happiness. I'm glad I could be a part of it. We thank you for being here with us, and we thank you for being with us. Tomorrow's a whole new scene, and maybe you will be our queen. Try to write in if you want to be part of our audience or be queen for a day. Send it to Queen for a Day, Post Office Box 75, Hollywood, California, 90028. Just send a letter with a picture of yourself. You want to be a candidate to Queen for a Day, Post Office Box 75, Hollywood, 28, California. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.